Good morning to our respected school administrators, beloved teachers and professors, proud parents and families, honored guests, and most especially to my fellow graduates. Today, as I stand before you, I honestly do not know whether I should smile, cry, or do both at the same time. Because this moment, the moment we have been waiting for, is finally here. Graduation. For years, we imagined this day. We imagined wearing our graduation gowns, walking across the stage, receiving our diplomas, taking pictures with our friends and families, and finally saying, we made it. And now, we are here, we made it. But standing here today, I realized that graduation is not simply about receiving a diploma. It is not just about wearing a toga, taking pictures, or hearing our names called on the stage. Graduation is a celebration of a journey filled with dreams, struggles, failures, laughters, friendships, sacrifices, and countless moments that shape who we are today. When we first started this journey, many of us were uncertain. We had dreams, but we did not always know where those dreams would take us. There were days when we felt confident, but there were also days when we questioned ourselves. There were nights when we stayed awake trying to finish assignments, projects, reports, and requirements. There were mornings when we came to school tired, but still tried our best to participate. There were examinations that made us nervous, presentations that made our hands shake, deadlines that seemed impossible, and moments when we asked ourselves, can I really do this? But somehow, every time we faced another challenge, we found a way to keep going. And that is what makes this day so meaningful. Because the person standing here today is not the same person who started this journey. We have grown, we have learned, we have changed, and most importantly, we have discovered that we are stronger than we once believed. To my fellow graduates, I want you to remember something. Your success today is not measured only by the grades written on your records. Your success is also measured by every time you choose to continue when giving up seemed easier. It is measured by every failure that taught you something, every rejection that made you stronger, every difficult day that you survived, and every time you wiped away your tears and said, I will try again. Because sometimes, success does not look like getting the highest grade. Sometimes, success looks like simply having courage to continue. And look at us now. We are standing here together as graduates. I know that behind every graduation picture is a story that nobody also completely knows. Some of us had to balance school with responsibilities at home. Some had financial struggles, some struggled with confidence, some experienced failure, some felt lost, some had moments when they wanted to stop. And perhaps there were times when we smiled in front of everyone while quietly fighting battles that nobody could see. But despite everything, we continued. That is something we should be proud of. Today, I also want to recognize the people who helped us reach this day. First, to our parents, guardians, and families. This achievement is not ours alone. It belongs to you too. To the parents who woke up early to prepare our meals, to those who work hard to support our education, to those who gave us encouragement when we felt discouraged, to those who patiently listened to our problems, and to those who believed in us even when we doubted ourselves. Thank you so much. There may have been moments when we felt disabled, but we appreciate every sacrifice you made for us. Every school expense you worried about, every kaya mo yan, every mag-aral ka, every reminder to take care of ourselves, and every prayer you offer for us helped bring us to this moment. Today, we hope you know that your sacrifices were not wasted. This diploma is also yours. So, to all parents and families, congratulations. We made it because we were never truly alone. To our teachers and professors, thank you so much. You did more than teach us lessons from books. You taught us lessons about life. You challenged us when we were capable of doing better. You corrected us when we made mistakes. You encouraged us when we're discouraged. Sometimes we may have complained about deadlines, requirements, examinations, and projects. We may have wondered, why do we have to do this? But now, as we stand here, we understand. You were preparing us not only for graduation, but for the world beyond the classroom. You taught us knowledge, but you also taught us discipline, responsibility, patience, and perseverance. Most importantly, you taught us that learning never really ends. For that, we are deeply grateful. To my classmates and fellow graduates, thank you for being part of this unforgettable chapter. We have shared so many memories together. The laughter during classes, the jokes that only we understood, the group projects, the rushed assignments, the presentations, the last minute studying, and those moments when someone asked, "May answer ka?" And of course, the unforgettable phrase, "Guys, may deadline tayo." We may laugh about those moments today, but someday we will look back and realize how precious they were. Someday we may no longer see each other every day. We may have different jobs, different cities, different responsibilities, and different dreams. Some of us may become teachers, some may become entrepreneurs, some may enter government service, and some may work in different professions and industries. Some may continue their studies, while others may discover a completely different path from what they originally planned. And that is okay, because life does not require us to have everything figured out immediately. We are allowed to change our dreams. We are allowed to take a different path, and we are allowed to begin again. Our graduation today does not mean that we have already reached the end. It means that we are ready to begin another chapter. And honestly, the next chapter may be scary. After graduation, there will be new challenges. There may be job applications that get rejected, opportunities that did not work out, and moments when we compare ourselves to others. We might see someone succeeding before us and wonder why we are still waiting for our opportunity. But please remember this. Someone else's timeline is not a measurement of your worth. We do not all have to succeed at the same time. A flower does not become beautiful simply because another flower bloomed first. In the same way, we should not measure our lives based on how quickly someone else reaches their dreams. own. Take your time. Learn, grow, try, fail, begin again, and keep moving forward. Because success is not always about being the fastest. Sometimes it is about being persistent. There is something I want every graduate here to remember when life becomes difficult. Do not be afraid of failure. Failure does not mean that you are incapable. Failure means that you are learning. There will be times when you will not get what you want. There will be opportunities that will pass you by. There will be people who will tell you that you are not good enough. There may even be moments when you begin to believe them. But please do not allow one failure to define your entire story. One bad day does not define your life. One mistake does not define your character. One rejection does not define your future. You still have so many chapters left to write. And if the chapter you are currently living does not make sense yet, keep turning the pages. Sometimes we only understand the purpose of a difficult chapter after we have moved beyond it. Fellow graduates, as we leave this place, I hope we carry something more valuable than our words. I hope we carry gratitude for the people who help us, gratitude for the lessons we learned, gratitude for the struggles that made us stronger, and gratitude for the opportunity to dream. Because not everyone gets the chance to stand where we are standing today. So let us never forget where we came from. No matter how successful we become, let us remain humble. No matter how far we travel, let us remember the people who helped us begin. And no matter how high we rise, let us always be willing to reach down and help someone else rise too. Because education is not only about creating successful individuals, it is also about creating people who can make a difference. Whatever profession we choose, let us use what we have learned to help others. If you become a teacher, inspire your students. If you become a leader, lead with compassion. If you become a professional, work with integrity. If you become an entrepreneur, create opportunities. If you become a public servant, serve honestly. And whatever path you choose, never forget to be a good human being. Because at the end of the day, people may forget your grades. They may forget your awards. They may forget the titles you achieved. But they will remember how you treated them. They will remember your kindness. They will remember your honesty. They will remember whether you made their lives a little better. So as we step into the future, let us not only ask ourselves, what do I want to achieve? Let us also ask, what kind of person do I want to become? Because achievement can make us successful, but character makes us worthy of success. My fellow graduates, today we are closing one chapter, but we are also opening a new one, a chapter where our decisions will shape our future, where we will have more responsibilities, where we will discover new opportunities, and where we will meet new people and experience with new challenges. Perhaps years from now, we will look back at this moment. We will remember this room, we will remember our classmates, we will remember our teachers, and also we will remember our families sitting proudly in the audience. We will remember the sound of our names being called, and maybe we will smile and say, those were the days when we were just beginning to discover who we could become. Today, we may not know exactly where life will take us, and that is okay. We do not need to know everything. We only need enough courage to take the next step. So dream big, but do do not be afraid to start small. Work hard, but remember to rest. Aim high, but stay humble. Be ambitious, but remain kind. And when life knocks you down, get back up. When you feel lost, remember why you started. When you feel like you are not enough, remember how far you have already come. And when you finally achieve your dreams, do not forget the person you were when you were still dreaming. Fellow graduates, we came here as students. Today, we'll live as graduates. But tomorrow, we become something more. We become teachers, professionals, leaders, parents, entrepreneurs, dreamers, and people who have the opportunity to create change. We are not just graduating from school. We are graduating into a world that needs our knowledge, our skills, our courage, and our compassion. So let us go out there and make our education meaningful. Let us become the kind of people our younger selves would be proud to meet. And let us make our families proud, not only because of what we achieve, but because of who we become. Before I end, I want to say something to every graduate who may still be afraid of what comes next. It is okay to be afraid. It is okay not to have everything figured out. It is okay to take your time. Just do not stop believing that there's something beautiful waiting for you beyond the things you cannot see yet. You have survived every difficult day that brought you here. You have overcome challenges you once thought you could not overcome. And if you made it this far, I believe you can face whatever comes next. So today, let us celebrate. Celebrate the sleepless nights, celebrate the difficult examinations, celebrate the deadlines, celebrate the failures, celebrate the friendships, celebrate the lessons, celebrate the people who stood beside us. And most importantly, celebrate ourselves. Because we worked for this, we prayed for this, we dream about this, and today we finally get to say we made it. But let this not be the final sentence of our story. Let it be the beginning of something greater. May we leave this place with grateful hearts, brave minds, and hopeful spirits. May we continue to dream even when life tells us to settle. May we continue to stand even when life tries to knock us down. May we continue to learn even after the classroom. And may we always remember that wherever life takes us, we will always be connected by this chapter we shared together. To my fellow graduates, the road ahead may not always be easy, but it is ours to walk. The future may be uncertain, but it is ours to face. And the dreams we have may seem impossible today, but they are ours to pursue, so go forward. Go confidently, go humbly, go with courage, and go with the belief that your story is only beginning. Congratulations to each and every one of us, to our parents and families, thank you so much. To our teachers, thank you, to our friends, and to everyone who helped us reach this moment. This celebration belongs to you too. Fellow graduates, today we do not say goodbye to our dreams. Today we say hello to them. We started this journey with questions and we end it with possibilities. We started as students and will leave as graduates. From this day forward, may we continue to become the best version of ourselves. Always remember, dream boldly, live meaningfully, serve sincerely, and never be afraid to begin with. Congratulations, batch of 2026-2027. We did it. And this is only the beginning. Thank you, congratulations, and may we all have a beautiful journey ahead.